Hi, thanks for joining me on Tech with RKM. Today's Azure story is a live financial bomb going off right now. Azure Databricks Genie, the natural language BI product, just flipped from flat pricing to pay as you go. Effective today, July 7th, 2026, at midnight UTC, every identified user gets 150 DBUs free per month. Then the meter runs, and here's the kicker: service principals get zero free allowance. First DBU is billed. If you've wired Genie into automation anywhere, your bill just changed dramatically. We'll look at what actually changed in the pricing model, why service principals are the FinOps trap that most admins won't see coming, and the 4 practical moves to make this quarter to avoid a surprise invoice. By the end, you'll understand exactly how to configure budgets, exactly which automated flows are at risk, and how much you should expect to spend if you don't change anything. Okay, let's dive in. Quick context: Genie is Azure Databricks natural language BI layer. Genie Spaces lets business users ask questions of their data warehouse in plain English. Genie Code helps developers write SQL and Python by describing what they need. Genie 1 is the newer unified interface across both. Under the hood, Genie uses LLMs to translate natural language into queries and code. Those LLM calls consume Databricks units, DBUs, which is the standard Databricks compute currency. Historically, Genie was built on a flat model. Now, Microsoft Learn, published on July 6, 2026, updated the pricing doc. Effective today at midnight UTC, Genie moves to pay as you go. 3 things to anchor on. 1, the free tier. Every identified user, meaning a human with an Entra ID account, gets 150 DBUs per month for Genie usage. At US East DBU rates, that's roughly $10.50 of LLM inference. For casual users asking a handful of questions per day, that's enough. For heavy analysts, that's not enough. 2, the pay as you go rate above the free tier. Once a user crosses 150 DBUs in a month, every additional DBU bills at standard Databricks rates. Depending on your workspace tier, that's between 40 cents and $1.50 per DBU. 3, the service principal exception. Automated identities do not get any free allowance. If a service principal calls Genie once, the first DBU is billed. This is the trap. Let me walk through the service principal blast radius. Service principals are how automation authenticates. If you've configured any of the following, you're affected. 1, a Power BI gateway that uses Genie to translate DAX queries or to enrich reports. 2, a logic app that calls Genie to auto-categorize incoming support tickets. 3, a bot in Microsoft Teams that answers business questions using Genie. 4, a scheduled Databricks job that runs analytics with Genie as a step. 5, a custom application that uses Genie's API for embedded natural language querying. Any of those runs on a service principal identity. And starting today, every DBU on that service principal is billed. If your Power BI gateway made 1,000 Genie calls last month and those consumed 100 DBUs, previously that was included. Today, that's 100 DBUs at maybe 80 cents each. That's $80 per month you weren't paying before. Multiply that by 10 automated integrations and you're at $800 a month in new spend. The most common scenario is a Power BI gateway that syncs at regular intervals. Every sync makes multiple Genie calls. Every call consumes DBUs. Every DBU on that service principal is billed. And most admins don't proactively monitor Power BI gateway DBU consumption. First, they'll know is when the July or August invoice arrives with unexpected charges. Now the budget mechanics. Microsoft Learn's doc describes how budgets work, and there are some subtleties. You can define budgets at workspace scope, user scope, or service principal scope. When multiple budgets apply, the priority rules are within a scope, the most permissive budget wins. Across scopes, the most restrictive budget wins. So if your workspace budget says 1000 DBUs per month and your service principal budget says 100 DBUs per month for a specific automation, the service principal budget wins because it's more restrictive across scopes. There's also a block usage toggle. If you set a budget with block usage true, once the budget is exhausted, new Genie requests are blocked. However, the Microsoft Learn doc explicitly notes that active requests are not interrupted. So there's a spend overshoot window. If your budget hits its limit while a request is in flight, that request completes and gets billed. Your hard cap is not truly hard. So in the next few minutes, I'll cover 4 concrete moves to make this quarter, one for each major risk category. Okay, 4 concrete moves. Move 1, audit every service principal that touches Genie. This week, log into Databricks. Filter your workspace's job history and API activity by service principal identity. For each service principal that has called Genie in the last 30 days, calculate rough DBU consumption. Then extrapolate. If a service principal consumed 100 DBUs in the last month for free, it'll consume roughly 100 DBUs this month for money. Approximately $80 to $150 per 100 DBUs, depending on your rate. Estimate your total service principal Genie spend for July. Present it to your CFO or your team's FinOps lead before the invoice arrives. Do not let them be surprised. Move 2, set explicit budgets on high-risk service principals. For every service principal that showed non-trivial Genie usage in your audit, define a budget. Even if the budget is intentionally generous, having a budget gives you monitoring signal, budget consumed percentage in Databricks metrics. Without a budget, you have no signal until the invoice. For service principals doing predictable work, Power BI gateway, scheduled jobs, budget at 10 to 20% above expected DBU consumption. Enable block usage, except that a small overshoot is possible, better than uncapped spend. Move 3 refactor high consumption automations to reduce Genie calls. If a Power BI gateway makes Genie calls on every refresh, consider caching. If a logic app calls Genie for every incoming ticket, consider batching. If a Teams bot calls Genie for every user question, consider rate limiting per user. The goal isn't to eliminate Genie automation. It's to prevent runaway automation from consuming DBUs for outputs that get cached or discarded. Move 4, evaluate whether some of your service principal Genie usage should shift to identified users. In some cases, an automation is actually running on behalf of a specific user. If you can attribute the DBU consumption back to that user, rather than the service principal, that user gets the 150 DBU free tier. Not always possible, requires re-architecting authentication. But if you have low volume automations tied to specific users, this saves real money. Now, the workspace level budget rule. Set a workspace level budget that reflects your organization's actual acceptable spend. Databricks will send you alerts when workspace consumption hits, say, 80% of budget. That gives you a proactive signal weeks before the invoice arrives. 3 broader considerations. Consideration 1, this is not just Databricks. This is the general trajectory of AI features in enterprise SaaS. Free tier for humans, metered for automation. Because automation can scale to consume infinite compute. Every major enterprise SaaS with AI features will land here eventually. Salesforce is doing it. ServiceNow is doing it. Microsoft's own Copilot pricing is going here. Get comfortable with metered AI usage for service principals as a norm. Consideration 2, the shift creates real winners and losers within your organization. Teams that already thought about DBU consumption efficiency, database engineers, mature FinOps teams are fine. Teams that treated Genie as free, some marketing analysts, some ad hoc dashboard builders will hit their monthly cap fast. Some cross-team recalibration will happen. Consideration 3, evaluate whether Genie is still the right tool for automation. For pure natural language BI where a human is asking questions, Genie's free tier plus PAYG is reasonable. For automation, the pricing model is now asking, are you sure Genie is the right tool for this? Or would a handwritten query be more cost effective? In many cases, handwritten queries win. Quick recap, Azure Databricks Genie flips to pay as you go today at midnight UTC. Each identified user gets 150 DBUs free per month, then PAYG. Service principals get 0 free allowance. Every automated Genie call builds from DBU1. Power, BI, gateways, logic apps, Teams bots, scheduled jobs, all affected. Set budgets, enable block usage with awareness of the overshoot window, audit your service principal, Genie usage this week, refactor to reduce calls where possible. Tomorrow we cover an Azure AI story. Microsoft Foundry Agent Service hosted agents hit general availability. Ships alongside Kodak a new batched tool calling mode that Microsoft benchmarks at 52% fast execution and 64% fewer tokens. But there's a migration trap. The standalone Azure AI Agents SDK is dead. Every preview customer must port to AI Project Client in the Azure AI Projects package before their agents keep running. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a comment with whether you've been running Genie on service principles. See you tomorrow.